The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
I'm a freedom fighter. I really try and set a good example for our listeners and stuff like that. But as far as like thanking, people who, oppress the masses, when you see some of these leaders that are in gold, gilded palaces and the people just right outside, like when we went into India, for example, we stayed in a hotel that had 300 rooms and 600 staff.
Wow.
And right outside the hotel, people were begging in the street, and you could throw pennies in the street, and the children would literally fist fight each other over it. I'm not some sissy that cries all the time, but I was very
it's depressing.
Upset about that because, you know what, I hate hardship. I was homeless. I lived on the street. I lived in a car for a long time. I'm trying to tell my kids who have been brought up, in a very safe environment, your dad lived on the street. Oh, no, you didn't. I can't even imagine you living on the street.
Oh, I know. They have no idea, yeah.
And now I'm really grateful for everything that...
You're grateful for what Obama gave you. Because, Dave, you came up from nowhere to do everything you've done from the street, and that was thanks to government, even though you didn't get any government help.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
In fact, I want to thank government for my 17 years on air and the crew out there running the show now. And
you know what's sad about all this is that even though we're joking around about this is no joking matter.
No, I had so much crew. When you said earlier a president saying this, it didn't register. Darren McBreen, one of our reporters, came up that morning after he said it, like last Monday, and he said, I never thought I'd hear a president talk like that. It's so weird. It's like something Mao Zedong would say.
Right. I'm not really aware of what Mao Zedong said, but I do know who he was and what he did, and it just surprises me. Again, to go back to this thing, why hasn't somebody moved to impeach this man? With all of the proof about his birth certificate being fake, and you see the signs in Kenya that says the birthplace of Barack Obama. Hello? Come on, guys. How stupid are we right now?
His own PR people for 16 and a half years, his publicist,
everything he has
put out that he was born in Kenya. His wife says he was born there, but then we go, hey, you say you're born in Kenya. Shut up, conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I guess the best revenge is when you look back in history at what Michelle wore at his inauguration. She had a black dress on with 2 red triangles, so she looked like the Black Widow turned upside down.
Yeah.
You ever seen that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, so there's got to be some symbology there. You just don't wear something like that to some event like that without there being some kind of future message being told.
Well, Dave, we've done a lot of interviews in the last 5-6 years that I've interviewed you, but I think this is the best overall. Amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For spending time with us. And people can, follow you at Twitter?
At Twitter, at Megadeth.com, we have, a lot of different ways you can, depending on how deep they want to get involved with us. We've got a really great fan club, our cyber army, and our Facebook page, and we have 2 different ways that we tweet. One is me, myself, but we also have a character, our mascot, Vic Rattlehead, and he's got his own Twitter account, and the stuff that I don't feel comfortable saying, he'll say.
Good, so Rattlehead said it.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.